abusua ya makwaba sonko so eba POG Media so yare mbakọ political highway ne so highway ne de ensam bebre wo so aye nso ya agye pene se eba me abedwafo no ahu de ekọ ene de eba na den na ekọ so ewo highway ne so eye USA ambassador ene chese wa join ne John Dramani Mahama ne NDC na chese omo wa blaste eye electoral commission J Mensah enye asem keto akra na eye NDC amanyuku no omo call for audit of voters register eye EC no nso no onye na adwen say obebie sa registration ma eden ama sa register no NPP fo no omo kire say omo ne Mensah aye baako a omo pese omo de ebum kata eye NDC so a NDC fo no nso kire say omo nti ase ne enti ase kire nti omo de omo call for audit na audit no omo yi si antumi anya ho hwe ama omo tie si abonte na we na USA ambassador etie no osi no J Mensah ye no onye fair to NDC nti no on hwemu fa ne kro no ne n'adwenbɔne no ɔmfa de te ade na NDC for na ɛmfa peace nye den embra nti no USA ambassador no wakeka bi akyerɛ J Mensah anya asɛm ketewa kora Kevin Taylor so ɛde details aba yɛbɛpɛ sɛ yɛbɛmi abadwafo no bɛmi akɔ na yakɔ akɔtie nsɛm a ɛkɔɔ so na ansa na ɛbɛkɔ no wowɔ nsɛm kan bi afa hyɛ yɛ comment section like share ma afoforɔ nso ɛnsa ntumi ɛnka bi bɛdam ase.
First one, no, when you calculation, where real and some call stories, no. This is real, and this is John Dramani Mahama today meeting the US ambassador, and the John Mahama Asia the ambassador or Ojina US for a name or Ghana. We meeting can we and Sunny Yako in some froso. Now John Mahama, Amanai Claire met with US ambassador Virginia. Hey, Goyamaka Virginia, Madam Virginia Palmer, Virginia Palmer, on Thursday in my office to discuss issues of national and international interest. Discussion focused on our concerns with the Electoral Commission's preparedness for the December 7 election. John Mahama will share U.S. ambassador in Ghana and your friend a year Virginia, and your Virginia. Now on any share no mudin komono. In commanding Yinano, John Mahama saw that 2 million say America for moon show. Say you now see America for name Ghana. Yeah, they are practicing democracy. Me and I did the biggest opposition party in him. And the electoral commission you may be. And my electoral commission say, for your man to 2 years. Now say you abana yekotono abano enya Frenchim. You could see that the NDC are taking steps to make sure say the upcoming elections it will be free, fair, and transparent. Into a whole leader. Sebio anko pese oya ade boni anko mo adwin fi bi se nka omo bedi boni and omo be say democracy na the NDC leader who is John Mahama would never invite Addo or would never meet with the ambassador to discuss how our democracy can be sustained and sustained very well. Internet John Mahama Asia ambassador no okacha de say me ne me party NDC de ye yadwene mu fein ye pese abane ye koto no yensisi obi na obi so nsisi na electoral commission no ana electoral commission no da Ghana for pese omoregi abano pese omo wi abani mu ma NPP na yetumi ni omo krasa a kire omo se omo mbi omo nkrata mu anasa register no na yema the external auditors embe forensic audit omo behwem enhu se de wo krata no nyina ye krogen ansa na ekoto aba no the electoral commission se omo nye ndi John Mahama aka America for no nobody in Ghana should blame John Mahama because the NDC they are taking all the democratic steps to make sure say chaos be out of this election no and free omoho. Into your Ghana near so pe party ana nipaku a mo person to kwasi wo Ghana when you see Ghana December 7th ECJ Mensah Bossman Asari and the NPP led by Bawumia they are the ones omo pese omano ebo into ende NDC4 have taken all the steps. Now, after John Mahama Asia the US ambassador, the chairman of the NDC, Johnson Asiedin Ketiaswa Kasa, and I quote, or say, our issue with the EC should be solved, else the party leadership should not be blamed for any violence. We're chairman of the NDC, or say, Yani EC asame da osisi e pese ye nyina Ghana for kan hubom se omompene omagiatum se omde krono no beso bono asiedu nketia say as the chairman of the great NDC no say asemi si because of EC's refusal to make sure the democratic process, and I say the transparent process leading to the election, you follow or see or catch a software or catch a handful or catch Ghana penifo ex-president for Motiti Bri Ghana ahema sebio ebimu etitin kurasini krum say etija 2024 December 7th memma obian blemu NDC leadership if you said the NDC be be anomoye. What the NDC are asking for is a simple thing that should be done. The NDC are saying, be a registered an independent auditing firm. Is the NDC asking for Jesus Christ to come and dine with them? If the EC is transparent about what they are doing, or some can say yes, but the EC are and Jen Mensah Eddie Poclair aye yen nenti eni ne niase Edo ne nam Ghana na se ne niasio se sebio ori nkwara namo ena oti Ghana na ojimi all because Nana Addo Akufo Addo achichide no oni sa NPP fo ejimi fo odwen se kwa ba yen chebe 2 days they start na to ex-girlfriend right now this evening. I just want to say this. Ghana, we are in a crisis, and this crisis now, it's serious and dangerous. And today is Friday. Normally, when it's Friday, we don't follow a show, the schedule. I normally touch on everything, but there's something I really want to talk about. And then my team, we were having an editorial meeting, and it got to the point we realized, Ghana, as we are at a point, majority of us should put a year, aside and look at the issues critically. The NPP as a political party, they have failed. Let me tell you, we had so much respect. We were so much into the NPP. We thought to say the kind of anticipation and war for Akuffo Addo and NPP ni Bawumia. We expected say they were supposed to do something na in the history of a year. Ex-girlfriends for Hame. Or obi se me na koto category bi me feel omokra me yem show concentrate baba we got into that point sa expectations na ye woma Bawumia na Akuffo Addo se omobetima ye bibi sronko no majority of the time people like us ene wo a wo hwe me you are reasonable enough to understand to say na ade a wunim what you don't know until at least 2016 we thought to say the na yehu free John Mahama ne Atamels ne NDC hono we were not too satisfied, and I say we did not really see the impact immediately. So we were humans, and we are still humans. We had the option to also look at other options and see say a bit to me a surprise here to the point nyoma bit to me sebi baby oma yeduno a bit to my extraordinary. So majority of you people and myself, majority of Ghanaians, we were all like, we need change. We didn't know why we needed a change. The reason why we said we needed change was that we wanted to move from where we were to a point where now Rebecca said, okay, we are satisfied. And now what was the issue we wanted to move from? We wanted to make sure, say, sir, word of corruption, and Mahama power, not here can be rebino. That was the main reason why Nipa Dodo echo ballot koto aba Akuffo Addo. It was about corruption. It was about economy. Majority of the people accepted Dr. Bawumia's message because we felt to say dollar nane was 3.8. We were basically not being treated fairly by the government. Anytime because idea winim. Now we all decided to go with the NPP. Because we are humans, and because humans always want new challenge. Humans always want to be surprised. Humans always want something new in their lives. And we all made that decision in 2016. Say, upon the John Mahama and NDC, we had not tasted anything apart from what they are doing. Because John Mahama is e-blocks, John Mahama is schools, John Mahama is hospitals, John Mahama is market or your roads. John Mahama is improving our educational agent structure. John Mahama and the NDC are building harbors. They are building factories, Commander Sugar Factory, Kaswa, so many things. But we needed more. We are humans. We need more. So we felt to say, what we are seeing, there are some people who are more eager. Men can say more intelligent because these people are foolish. They are not intelligent. We thought to say there were some people who were more thirsty or thirstier. Because John Mahama and the NDC were thirsty. They were trying to prove to us, say, you have more opportunities now, they can work. But we thought there were some people who were more thirstier, who were going to basically build on what we or where we were at that moment. And the majority of us moved in doing what? Supporting Akuffo, even though deep down we knew he was stupid. Deep down we knew he wasn't that smart. But we all felt to say, as humans, we need that change as a test to prove to us, say, are we actually doing the right thing? Because you see, se on kobi bimua, se unhu samai da, you cannot explain samai sibi otie. Until so we samai no, you can give a clear description of samai. And see, we got to that point where we wanted to challenge ourselves as a nation. We had seen schools before, we had seen roads being constructed, we had seen so many things coming up. We loved it, we liked it, but we were not enthused enough because we felt to say there were some people on the sidelines, they were eager. I wouldn't say they were intelligent. We also fell for lies, because in the process of being hungry for something you haven't basically seen before or experienced before, you become very vulnerable. So the NPP in 2013, 14, 15, 16, they saw our vulnerability and they took advantage of it. That is why they decided to go after the person of John Mahama, but not to campaign on issues. In this study from 2014, 13, 14, 15, 16, the conversation wasn't about, has the NDC done this? Has the NDC developed? Has the NDC built? Has the NDC made sure the economy is stable? The conversation was that Mahama Akroma. The conversation was character assassination, because we wanted people, we as Ghanaians, we were so much into trying something new. So in trying something new, we become vulnerable. And to say young girl, we see so, or yembe masem. Every single word she hears from a man, it sounds great. Obi betumi breaking a command adiachina obisa change the same word to be used man in a different sentence, she'll fall for it. Until through that, it's a learning process. She becomes vulnerable. Into Obabia and Sisu say menim bema 7 betwim pena, and I'm menim bema 2 betwim pena. But in her anticipation of trying to get hold of love, somebody she can rely on, she ends up with men who recycle words that makes her believe, say, where the last stop ni, where the are correct, where the okanokre. So through that, she ends up going to bed with all of them. Obabia and Sorinka said, I just love, I want to sleep with 10 men. No, it doesn't work like that. It is when you are more expectant, when you expect too much, what happens is you become very vulnerable. And that is what the NPP psychologically did to Ghanaians 2013, 14, 15, 16. So you saw majority of we Ghanaians, even though we saw the things happening, we saw it physically, but we were so vulnerable to the point people did not want to talk about what we were seeing, the changes that we were going to see, the immediate and the long-term changes. But people were telling us about John Mahama. So the message was that John Mahama Akroma, but the dollar was at 3.8. The message was that NDC 4 years before, but Kotokraba was being built, and the economy in the central region was being opened, was opening up. There you heard what the OTN say, NDC 4 years arrogant, year before. Circle interchange was being built. It was connecting every part of Accra to ease ahead and traffic for business to flow, for the time we spend in traffic to go down, for us to spend more time at our business ahead and locations. John Mahama Akroma on in the bush of area Ghana Sika, the same time Commander Sugar Factory was being built. John Mahama Akroma na Pokwasi interchange was being built. John Mahama Akroma na KJTia Market phase 1 and phase 2. Phase 1 was almost done. Phase 2 was started. Now we are looking at as someone will be catches John Mahama before, but Akroma. But John Mahama Akroma no, that same John Mahama hospital. It was going to ease the pressure. Na eda konfanoche so yehu Afari Hospital. It was going to ease the pressure at Ashanti region. Yehu Kumewu. So now Amanfobi are targeting the person, the character of John Mahama. No, we followed that. We did not look at Yesu na yeboni dimbone ne juma ben or ye wasase so. After Yesu we already the gospel, how the gospel traveled. Majority of the people are Yesu ebetuomo time and they were alive. No? I can tell you for a fact about 99% of the people Jesus came into contact with did not trust him, did not believe him. Because the people who did not like the Jesus gospel and the revolution and Jesus, they tried to let the people say, way, onye onyameba, way, or basically or a rebel leader, way he came to destroy us. So it was about his character. It wasn't about the work that he was doing. Jesus was recognized after his death because that was when the people sat down and said, Yesu ba Zacchaeus wono. En koma on Zacchaeus be di no. Zacchaeus sesaye no. Omo ano ne omo ye adwuma ni nyina sesaye. Enti ma nipa dodo sesaye. Now you get it. Yesu ba ye no. Ensenkyerene oyeye no. Nipa na sebio omo doubt no ebesi nne obi anya bi. Enti amana ehun said no all no. It was unique. So these are things the NPP in 2013, 14, 15, they looked at John Mahama, John Mahama Yere, John Mahama Busianfo, and they tagged them. So it was a character assassination strategy where we, the people, we forgot to look at Mahama Akroma yate, na dia na Mahama ye. You get it? That's the question you ask. Sende, because Bawumia Akroma, na me masa wabusam se Bawumia, dia na Bawumia ye. What has Bawumia done? In some Bawumia ka se obeye no saa nyoma no waye saa nyoma no ensunsonswan and I say insunsanso ben or what are the abas, what have been the benefit? Have we seen effects of the Bawumia ye boame boao send the Bawumia anywhere dia na Bawumia ye dia all kano na ya dada na or the adwene foforo bi aba ye tibia na etim ana dollar near 3.8 no has Bawumia been able to keep it there or reduced it, or Bawumia has moved it to 17 because Yesu Christo obaye na obeka nyamesem no Yesu baye na nkobeye aduane a ankobeye cook. There was a reason why nipa bibri etuji Yesu echi. The disciples of Jesus Christ followed him because they saw him as a preacher. So majority of them were following Jesus because they saw him, they listened to him, they followed him and realized that his teachings. So he was a teacher they were following. Bawumia was brought into politics as an economist, and his main job was to make sure the economy is stable, the dollar stays there. Jesus' main job was to carry the word of God to change men. And no Yesu the human principle no Yesu de obeye we wiase ni say oba se obeka nyame asem eja to nipa ema asem ni nipa tena na asesa nipa na agi nipa nkwa. That was the job of Jesus Christ. And he said Jesus Christ ba na those times no Jesus ebo ball pa na obi anim say ono the area ho ono a good player. That was not Jesus the core responsibility. The core responsibility of Jesus Christ and they say obeba na or the asem no agi nipa. So that is what he did. In Tinka Yesu, omuvu free, the core responsibility to use the word to change manner. And anko started say oye restauranta, anka de onyanko pompe se Yesu beye no kwefeli. It is a Mahamudu Bawumia, Nanado Danko Akuffo catcher say he is bringing Bawumia on board because of the economy. A dollar was 3.8. Your GDP, what the 68%, get to GDP 68% there about. A car near bought if you come and Kroma breast with Mahama, near $122 billion. Then 22 billion citizens. Bawumia should do better. Bawumia's core responsibility is to make sure the city, the dollar, does not overtake the city. Our GDP and I say eka deno sebio ebeba form unemployment rate ebeba form corruption ebeba form. So when Bawumia fails these basic core principles, then Bawumia should not be given any nod or any listening here. So it makes it easy. And inside the Bamkacha will say we should all blame ourselves, baby know, because now we were not matured enough to understand the jandam na manfobi etugu system nimu. That is why I say right now, I got less than 86 days to elections. Some people feel say jandam is dead. Jandam is dead because you cannot just come on radio and say things and walk. Also, and there, Bawumia jina public no say Mahama edia confirm to ya. He looks funny. He looks stupid. He looks ignorant. Also, and the mujina stage no say oh Mahama time no yeso koto edan Dubai. Akra we 15 year kra hu so with Jimmy. That is how we have been able to destroy that thing that destroyed our politics. Ghana is at a point where we are recalibrating our thinking, we are recalibrating our leadership, we are recalibrating principles are yegyina so as a nation. And to do that, you need to be very, very resolute. You need to make sure, say, you don't make people's emotions, you don't make people's positions, you don't make people's religious affiliation, you don't make people's tribal affiliation overtake the principles you want to be installed. Right now, you see, say, obi feel say election in back. Bebre feel say na just see I just say yen kwato aba, ye bekwa kwato aba by assembly ho because atro entumi endefeat no kre. And that is what you need to understand. Adikudienti a wadwene say yankoto aba no say atrofo na no mutwa atro no, they are scared to do that. They are scared of you because they know you come after them. They know when they lie, you come after them. So now it becomes so difficult for omo carry NPP jandam no to carry the jandam. We have less than 90 days to elections, but today osarado para utie radio I say yanto aba, it is because jandam is dead. It is because truth basically today is prevailing in Ghana. And that is how our politics is supposed to be. I wouldn't sit here and tell you I'm the perfect gentleman who said on TV and say things the right way. That is why sometimes I put disclaimer out there. I use strong words. There's a reason. Before you can build, you need to reset. And the reset, it's not easy. It is difficult. We need to swallow the difficult pill. Adults are supposed to be spoken to as adults. Hard words are supposed to be used because these were things we ignored. And I say Jimmy. And then we sat in this country for people to use us as idiots. Until when you come watch my show and now you watch my colleagues, my friends on my TV, it is not personal. It is the job. It is us trying to let you understand. So what they were kuma and ton awbo if you are ufrim at the basho we betia wow. It will not help you. Let me tell you. Me Mfantini ejimia. Why should I just say because me Mfantini Jiminti, I just have to ignore it? No. I need to let Sam Fantinity as say with Jimmy. And it applies to every tribe. But that does not mean, say, I will never call myself a semi Fantini. No, I will always. Me mami anwunini. Ofri denu. Me papa Fantini. Only the paramount chief of Asebu traditional Abra Asebu Kwamankasi traditional area. Okaka Benando. And I'm not shy to say that. But so assembly banner, I have to tell the people, it does not make me less of a fancy. And as I catch down when I say these things you people are doing, you are being foolish. It does not make me less of a Voltarian. No. This group of people, this your character, it does not change you. It does not make you less of Dagombani. It does not make you less of Asantini. Your Asanti somebody but we need to also understand or see a kind of creno so that we will understand each other. That is how it's supposed to be. So me, I don't carry those things on my platform. So I should have a platform where Masri Infantofo, Masri Awunafo, Masri Krobofo, Masri Obia. I've been critical on everybody because I don't see Fantini as better than Asantini, and I don't see Asantini as better than Awuneni, and I don't see Awuneni as better than Kroboni or Nzimani. No, we need to get that. See, to do that level now, we can sit and tell each other the truth. That is what we need. And these are things that we are not supposed to move away from. If we want the Ghana that we have always been yearning for. Because we cannot use hypocrisy to build this nation. It is never possible. And it can never be possible because in a country where hypocrisy, the truth will always submerge, the lies will always submerge the truth. And that is where we are today as a nation. We all know they know the truth. Why are they not speaking? Because of hypocrisy. Nobody from what we are seeing around the nation will walk to the ballot and vote for the NPP. Actually, with Jimmy. No, to be very fair with you, nobody in their right senses will walk to the ballot and say, me to my NPP. For the NPP to continue what they are doing, I can tell you on authority, Galamsey across Ghana for Anka so many BBD, Galamsey 10%. Ghana for omo young men and women a sebi o yesi omo ye galamsey omo ye galamsey 10% no aba emu 7% enye omo pe so omo be galamsey sa 10% no me say sa 10% no omo mu be 7% enye omo pe so omo be galamsey omo nya decent job omo be. But 90% of galamsey form what Ghana ha e aban mu nipa, and we all know. So we cannot make it look like said the year can we all know we live with people. We live with these same people in our communities. Omo we galamsey Ghana young men are a community any ahuchirenti and there almost omokwa galamsey no, none of them can buy an excavator. How much you mean to excavator? They can't even buy a chamfine machine. They can't. They don't have the money. They don't have 70,000 Ghana, 80,000 Ghana, a young 22-year-old boy, Onye Jumada, champagne. Somebody in government, somebody in power, the party in power, so the young people, no, I don't blame a young man or a galamsey. No, I blame the leadership that are using the young people. Galamsey na ankwara na omo ye galamsey omo ye no majority omo ni nsuo hu omo mu gina nsuo hu ye galamsey no omo ya ban mu fo. But we come to that matter. What I wanted to say and say, let's put our emotions aside. You might not like me, I get it. Me ho ye I understand. Enye nyame wan boy nyina pe. Me a nice che girlfriend or boyfriend. Okay. Me yere ho ye it's fine. Me mba ho ye ma. It does not make me human than you. Wa bodwa chia sebio o try din se eburayo. It is normal. Ebia otumi hwe o boy ana ukunu okona hwe de chia I say sisire. Otumi de compare say na ye de na mbeware bibi we. Enye no na be ma de time. So sibiati no ebia oda ho na o chia ho na hwe ukunu pantan I say 34 cap. Into say na we de mkofa na we hwe Kevin hwe nim hwe be ma eye nyame otumi force into otumi time. Because me tia sisi ya woni me kuntokwe meka se eba na eda uyem no owu a onse Akuffo Addo abubefu ana meboa ba meka se oba ne nsem a woni beje wo akomem efu se wonnim se Akuffo Addo achichide ya okay mama yem show ebufu a NPP girls obodwa me nyina enye se bibi ntra o omo boys ho tan ene na omo problem o sa NPP for my album pem asem omo boys ho tan omo tumi ni omo boys that dem oba tumi NPP ni ba tumi ni be ma nyam na yetumi ka yes oba de be se na nana ne buofu oba be se na na obuofu na oba be se me obi tumi ne boy ne kunu ti also amankwa ontumi mfa bucket enkosi edwaye mame na amankwa hwe de pa ode hye boxer shorts a bucket kutare na ohwe de kwachi I say odumdua ye de be ye woduro now to oba de tumi hwe say edieni ni nyina ye pressure ene na amdo begu mi so na omo ne me kontokwa ena Kevin Taylor no ena ne hofun bi ye pressure because die wehu no eso weni eso weni na eyewa etwa wuyem say ebia box na one ne da ho no anase abrechire no ontumi nya de Kevin Taylor anase on set de Kevin Taylor ne ho nya nome ene ne ha no ukunu se woma ukunu ne chi se woma udidi me matam. All right, let's take our business. Let's go friends for the Siano Kwansma Maka okay right now let's go friends
we ne ensema ekoso ewo highway ne so a USA ambassador ono na yatene nka na se wa atoto bi manage Mensah enye asem keto as Mensah no opese o chese na so enti asem de na ekoso the NDC for kan nyina onte se onim se on rege elections bia na just pull the registration out. Just pull the register out. Nija say ene echna o de NDC for ne ye adanko da Addo. Na busia we ne ensema ekoso e wo highway so be dey abudwafo ase say omoje pene okotisa ojiwi edemaye medamase.